So, hi everyone, my name is Lauren. I call myself Lauren Southe. That's like my artist name. I was raised in Switzerland, grew up in England, southeast London, and I'm currently living in Vienna, Austria. I was also born here, just so everyone knows. um, I occupy myself with creative writing and freelance photography, which I started like a year ago. Besides that, that's basically it. That was like a short
And are
introduction.
you in school now, or?
Yes, I'm currently taking online courses, and I've already applied to universities in England so I can study creative writing.
You're studying creative writing?
I hope to study creative in September this year. Well, this year.
Well, I would love for you, by the way, during this live to read us a poem or one of your writings.
Oh, wow. Okay, I actually have I was prepared for that. I was literally on this chair like 30 minutes, imagining all types of scenarios. I was like, okay, I need to download this and that.
That's good. Good job. Good girl.
So this poem is entitled Interiority, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
Interiority, like interior.
Yeah.
Okay.
When time gave me a reason to falter, to hide behind the screen, I found power in my skin. I found power from within. When I'm aching, can't seem to get it together, and about to lower my chin, I found power in my skin. I find power from within. The thing is, there will always be a reason to lose heart, a reason to give in. Remind me then, I find power in my skin. I find power from within.
That's beautiful. And what did you think? How did you think of that? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, so this poem came about last year. I don't really remember when it was, but my older sister, who's a very politician here and also doctor in our city in Vienna, she asked me to write a poem for her, kind of explaining her coming into being comfortable in her skin. And I actually remember like the day that I came up with the poem. We were at the park with my nephew and a friend and my sister, and I don't know, it just came into mind. I was thinking the entire time, what can I? Because personally, I don't have like the same experience as raised, and it was like a different dynamic than here. So it was kind of challenging for me to write about being comfortable because I never had this type of issue growing up. So yeah, and that's how basically it came out to be.
That's great. Is there any other art you want to share? Any other thing you're writing about? You don't have to read it. You can just talk about it too.
Okay. Because I write also like short poems. One of it is called In Between Parallel Worlds. Should I write it down or did everyone hear it?
In between parallel worlds.
Yeah. I should have it in mind. Okay.
You can read it. You did a good job reading.
I have the wrong phone, so it's not in this one. Okay, I'll be paraphrasing, but it goes kind of from liberals and conservatives, whites and blacks, rich and poor, and I find myself lost in between it all. That's basically it. It's like 4 lines. And yeah.
Can you say it again?
Oh, okay. So, from liberals and conservatives, whites and blacks, rich and poor, and I find myself lost in between it all. That's it.
That's so succinct and so right. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's literally how I feel every day.
So it seems like that you have like a passion to talk about these issues. And I guess art is your medium. So now you're experimenting with creative writing, photography.
Exactly. I'm really like in a kind of exciting and um, thrilling process right now as an artist because, like I said, I started with freelance photography a year ago, and I've been writing probably like my entire life, but I've only started sharing my poems and so on and being on social media like about really. So,
Mhm.
and this entire process has been me trying to, form narratives, how to communicate my work better with people. So it's exciting, like I said. Anyway.
Where are you trying to get feedback?
Feedback's great. Well, I used which is probably like the worst thing you could possibly do, like Instagram comments, because of course, uh, there's only like a few people who would actually read your poems if you
Yeah.
don't like a huge platform where people like are already intruded into reading your things. But
Mm.
that was like my go-to. But um, after a
But those are
while,
just like your friends and like the people that you know. They're not
oh,
strangers, right?
uh, when it comes to my friends, like we don't really have like the same interests in many things. In poems, it's like I haven't made much friends in this realm yet.
Okay, good.
Yeah, yeah. But photography, I have actually, I know two professional photographers that I always ask questions to. One of her name is Isabella Hewlett, and the other one is Nina. She's a photographer from Austria, like in Vienna. And I always ask them, I can always go to them when I have any questions and so on. So, yeah, in photography, I already think I've met a lot of people that I can always go to and ask advice.
Have you tried to like publish your poems in like have you've seen obviously all these like Instagram poetry
Yeah,
pages.
yeah, yeah, I
Have
did.
you thought of building something like that?
Uh, at the start, that was like actually like the foundation Instagram um of my Instagram page. But because I felt like people weren't really being genuine, or I felt like in the comic sections, and I felt like it wasn't really being appreciated and so on, I decided to remove them all, and I created another page, much smaller, but that I'm building step by step. That might take years even for until people really have a grasp on it, but I'm much happier there just because the people that comment on it are really people that I know have read it and I appreciate what I'm doing. And
Mm.
it might even be only 5 people, but as long as the love is genuine for me, it doesn't matter how much people it is that comment on it or not. And yeah.
But you know
So,
that like even when you become like Oprah, there's still going to be people that comment and be ingenuine. You're never going to be able to get away with
mhm.
those types of people. Like I
I
have them every day. I have to deal with them.
mm, I definitely agree on that. That's why I was thinking about creating my own website. Like I know like you're super already inspirational for me for creating this platform, for photography and so on. I
Thank you.
wanted to praise you, but I don't know. I probably probably shouldn't do that
That's very sweet. Thank you.
because
But so I could bring people like you to life.
exactly, yeah. And so I already kind of have like a game plan in terms of how can I really get how can I communicate my work to people that are really interested in into what I write and so on. So
Mhm.
Instagram for me, I see it more as something temporary until I can really build something solid, and people will just naturally come towards me when I publish anything and so on. Yeah.
You know what? It could be interesting also. Like sometimes you said like people don't read, but I wonder if you could just get on your Instagram or just record videos of you actually reading it. And so
Yeah,
people just have to watch it and they don't have to read it.
I did that, and the responses like uh what I had, it was like the responses was much lower than the response I would get when I post the poems.
Yeah.
So,
But
of
you didn't
course,
do enough, maybe. You have to do a lot. You have to do it
yeah,
like a million
it's
times.
like it has a process on it, you know. It's step by
Yeah.
step. I definitely see that, but I'm really like I'm my biggest critique, so I take every little things
I
to
can see
heart.
that.
I take every little things to heart. So, like I said, I'm just right now. I'm really trying to find like the best way of communicating my poems in a way that I feel comfortable in, and I don't really need to overthink about it,
Yeah.
and where people also reach and read as well.
You can also do a website and like Squarespace and do a password on
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
site, and then
That's
you
what
can
I was
just give the
planning on doing.
password out.
I'm still debating on whether I should probably contact a web designer to just do like code a website rather than Squarespace. So I'm still looking at the options and so on, but I'm not really in a hurry yet because I'm still on Instagram and I'm still
Yeah.
building a platform on Instagram. But it's definitely something I'm thinking of doing in the near future. Definitely.
Yeah. This person, Project Yet Unknown, is saying put it on YouTube. There, it can grow over time. Do you have a
Yeah.
YouTube? Whoever is messaging, if you do, let us know what your YouTube page is,
Oh,
or why are you saying
is it?
YouTube?
Is the question towards me or the
Yeah,
person's?
the question's to you.
Okay. Well, I know if like I know who you're thinking about, like Montel Fish and Miles Carter. There's like the two biggest, I guess, poets on YouTube, and that they're making creative content. But concerning that, um, I don't really want to be into this bubble of being a creative how do you call them? Content creator. Sorry, a content creator. I don't really see myself like I don't just want to create content, for people to. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain how I view like this entire YouTube thing, but I don't want to box myself into a content creator. So then only write poems because
Yeah.
that would do that it would do massive views on YouTube and so on. I really
Yeah.
want to be genuine with my poems, and yeah, for me, it's not about the popularity and the numbers of people that it reaches, but more how like the quality of the work, of course, and uh, whether it's like the communication is genuine. Yeah.
The thing is, once you have something finished, you can make it into different multimedia and formats. Like, it's not that you should feel pressure to keep working on new things, but if you have one thing that you're proud of, you can just try
That's
to play with
definitely
it, try to play with it, try to put on, or like try to put it with your photography even.
I definitely agree. I
Yeah,
think
and then you can always delete, remove, whatever. Like it's playful, like I think more for you than anything else.
for me when it comes to like building like a foundation so I can build something on it. Like when it comes to photography, for example, I've really explored most of the types of photography that we know of, basically, and really trying to see, um, what way is best for me, what way can I express myself the best on. So,
Yeah.
and I feel like I'm still on that step, on that level where
Have you tried with music? Have you tried anything with music?
songwriting is kind of I would say the road I want to that kind of like my goal, my end goal, because I've been songwriting since I was really young.
Yeah.
Currently, I am working with an artist named Minty Dikalu. That's his artist name, and we did actually a few songs. I wrote a few songs for him. I think
Really?
that the moment that I move to my university in England and start doing my creative writing studies, like doors in terms of songwriting will start to open, and I will have more chance to showcase my talent, basically. Yeah. But
You also on Instagram too. Like I interviewed a musician in Iran yesterday. He's a rapper, and he
a
was
rap.
like, he's like, I don't have anyone to make my music video, for example. So I was like, okay, well, Scopio's community is amazing, and I think he might be on the slide. Somebody offered to do his editing for his music video. So it's like school. People love school. I started my business in school. I met everybody that I needed to, and I really took advantage of that opportunity for myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if you also just like somebody's work and you just DM them and say, hey, I'm a writer, I'm a poet, I really like what you're doing. Like, I'd love to just like see if we can do something together. And you'd be surprised how many people respond to you.
I did reach out to people when it comes to songwriting as well online on this platform. The issue was from artists here. That's just my opinion, right? I think that in Vienna they tend to be a bit narrow-minded, and they're not really open to start collaborating out of their comfort zone. So most of the time they will just collaborate with their close friends and so on.
Yeah.
And when it comes to trying to collaborate with people abroad or somewhere else, the only issue was how do we proceed and make sure that we have an end result while we're collaborating virtually, because most of the time, like, in general, the songwriter will be in the studio with the artist, working together, and it's like kind of like organic, process.
Yeah.
And
You have to build an artificial relationship, like a community that you feel like safe in, that you guys belong in together. That takes time in building relationships and just becoming friends with people. You don't have to ask right away, but you can just start to be friends with people. And then so I think it just start making friends with whoever you enjoy and you like, and then those will end up, I think, after COVID, those relationships will start to form more in person again. So it's just like, it's just, but you're doing a great job. You're working on it. You're feeling it out. So just like keep feeling it out and trying different things and see what works, what doesn't. But from what I see, I feel like you're just, don't think about rejection. Don't think about any of the reasons why things won't work, or you just have to, don't care what anyone thinks. Like, doesn't matter what they think, because the only way you're gonna grow is
really
if you just try.
Biggest critique. Yeah.
Everyone, our biggest challenge as human beings is mastering our mind. It's the biggest challenge. Every single person has this problem. Send us anything you want us to showcase also for Scopio, and just remember that you have a community with Scopio. We have more than 13,000 artists on our platform. So if anyone's interesting to you that we post or talk about, feel free to message them and start chatting with them. And best of luck at school and with your studies, and just keep trying new things.
Thank you.
Thanks, Laure.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Ciao. Bye.